Hey family, I hope today finds you well. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you've been rocking with us for a minute, welcome back. Just wanted to get on here really quickly and do a video about um, customers, clients. And if this is your first time, I started this channel called 50 to Life because coming upon the age of 50, a lot of people think that's old and all that. Great, I'm older, but I'm better than ever. And I want to be able to help someone who can see some of the mistakes that I made and see some of the successes that I have and help them navigate and alleviate, some of the pitfalls and snares that I had to go through. So today we're going to talk a little bit about client relationships. And as you guys know, I have a couple of businesses, and within those businesses, I talk to clients and potential clients all the time, having to try to sell them on our services that we offer. Now, sometimes you can tell when someone's just kicking the tires. So no matter if they're just kicking the tires or if they really want the services that we offer, I always try to make sure that I'm relational. See, that's key. Don't just be about the numbers is A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. A lot of people don't like that. So try to be more relational instead of just transactional. Also, you may want to be relational because you just never know. Maybe they may have other people they want to refer to you, and they want to see how you do, how you carry yourself. Number one, as a salesperson, and number two, as performing the service and task or product or whatever you have. So when I first started, my first video talked about starting over, and at that time, and we still are in the process of starting over because I left a job of 13 years to pursue entrepreneurship full time. And I've had a couple different entrepreneurship endeavors, but one of the key things are relationships. And even now, I get calls from places where I used to work or people who I knew through my job, just because of the relationship that we have, and they know, the kind of person that I am and the work that I do, and I'm referred, all the time for various projects and things of that nature. So it's key. There's been sometimes that people have called me based on just how my work ethic. And they were like, "Oh, I know you used to work like this, so I know you're going to handle your business when it comes to the products and services that you offer." So I just want you guys to think about that, in your everyday life. So maybe you just have a regular job. You might not just have a product or service. You may just have a W-2 income, but still you want to build relationships. You want to try to every day I try my best to be my best. And you want to do that every day, no matter what the job is. Here's a key, and I may have mentioned this before. It doesn't matter how long you've been on a job. That doesn't immediately equate to your increase in income. Of course, we always started dead. But I was watching, because I read a lot of, books and a lot of professional development. I listen to a lot of audio books and things like that, and professional development podcasts. And there's a gentleman, I think he's Earl Nightingale, I think. But he was saying that your value is what will bring increase in your income. When I heard that, my mind was blown, because up until that point, you're not really told, well, you need to bring more value. You have your, you have your reviews every year, and they don't say, hey, if you work on your own and increase your value, we'll be able to increase your salary. They don't. Most jobs, they're not going to tell you that. And if they do offer you professional development, usually it's something directly connected to their company, and that's fine. But I encourage you guys to increase your professional development on your own, your personal development on your own. You're not going to regret it. Read books, watch instructional videos, and things of that nature. If you're in the industry, watch and learn more about that industry. Where I worked, I could pretty much do every job within the organization. But then I quickly learned that my time was more valuable, and I didn't want to work for time or anymore. I forget how they say it, but I didn't want to punch a clock to get paid per se, because a couple weeks salary, I can make that on a weekend. So those are the kind of things that I started to think about as I wanted to, increase my net worth. I want to leave. The Bible says, a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And so as you want to kind of increase your assets, you want to leave something and pass it down to your children. You want to increase your value. So what value are you adding? That's the question of the day. Make sure you're adding value to whatever you're doing. Also, and I'll end it with this, don't always be looking to get something back. Sometimes just do something good, increase your value just for the sake of doing it. And don't worry, the Bible says, as long as the earth remain, seed time and harvest, what you sow you shall reap. People only use that when it's come to something bad, but the Bible doesn't say that. It says you reap what you sow, whether it's good seed or bad seed. So make sure we're adding value. Make sure we're looking out for each other and spreading love. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.